네, 버나드 케인과 함께하는 미국 주식 시간입니다. 구글링에서도 나오지 않던 종목에 대한 정보들 그리고 기업들 이 시간에 분석해드리고 있습니다. 오늘의 종목은 PC와 게임과 밀접한 기업이라고 하는데 바로 유니티 소프트웨어라는 종목입니다. 어떤 기업일지 자세한 분석해 주시죠.
Unity is a really interesting company. They operate a real-time, three-dimensional development platform. Its platform provides software solutions to create, run, and monetize interactive, real-time, two-dimensional and three-dimensional content for mobile phones, tablets, PCs, consoles, augmented and virtual reality devices. Think about this. Have you ever considered the difference in computer-generated imagery of movies made since 2000 versus the ones that were made, say, before 2000, okay? How would you like to own a company that's responsible for some of that great creativity? Well, Unity is doing just that. It made an acquisition of Weta Digital. This is the group that designed the technology behind Avatar, the movie, Game of Thrones, and Lord of the Rings. Unity is the premier three-dimensional platform in the industry. It is the go-to provider for game development. 71% of the top 1,000 global mobile games in 2020 were developed on the platform. A great advantage of Unity is that if you build your game there, you can automatically have it on just about every platform instantaneously. So there are over 20 platforms that they can automatically push out your game to. What makes the company interesting, it's more than just the gaming industry. Right now, that's where their revenues are coming from. But the applications for Unity's platform are expanding rapidly. It's this application of their technology to many other industries that I think is so interesting. Transportation, manufacturing, engineering, construction, just to name a few. Volvo is now a customer of Unity Software. This is where the potential of the stock appreciation potentially lies over the next 5 years. The potential for adjacent industries like architecture and autonomous driving and the metaverse have yet to be reflected in the current financial statements. But just thinking about their current main users, a few months ago, at the time 120 million gamers were using their voice and text services each month. 3 billion downloads per month, say in 2019. The number of apps that were developed using Unity software was about 3 billion per month. Half of all the top grossing games were built on Unity globally, and half of the games on PCs and consoles were on Unity as of the fourth quarter of 2020. So 71%, like we talked about, of the top 1,000 games are now using Unity's number, and their average downloads are 5 billion now times per month. That was up over 40% from the 3 billion per month in, say, late 2019. So as good as these numbers were, they got even more dominant over the last year and a half.
네, 유니티 소프트웨어 계속해서 성장해 나가고 있는 기업임을 체크해 주셨습니다. 게임 산업을 넘어서서 앞으로 사업 확장세도 언급을 해 주셨는데요. 비즈니스 모델 어떤 것들이 있을까요?
Well, they're smart. They have both a subscription-based and a usage-based revenue model. It has two core revenue streams. Create solutions, it's what it's called. This includes tiered monthly fees that users have to pay to access Unity's tools. Operate solutions, this is the other side. This is a usage-based revenue stream that helps developers publish, host, engage, and embed ads within their games. This could be compared to how Shopify works, if we think about it, okay? You're paying a monthly fee. It doesn't matter if you create a bunch of stuff using Unity software or you create nothing. You're still paying that monthly fee. Just like Shopify, it doesn't matter if you sell 10 widgets or if you sell 10,000 widgets. You're still paying that monthly fee. That's the really regular revenue that you can count on coming in. But then you go into the second bucket, which is Operate Solutions. This is a lot more like Shopify's merchant solutions, where Unity will collect more based on the success of the people building on Unity's platforms. So if they've got great game developers and they build out great games and they want to expand and make more complicated their games and all that, and they need more tools, Unity provides those tools, and that's on a usage-based, pay-as-you-go. In other words, if you develop a hit game, Unity is incentivized to help you make sure that you can monetize it as much as possible, because they're going to get paid based on that as well. There's a lot of different tools. Now, one big difference between this and Shopify is that Shopify's merchant solutions, the products that come out of Unity, don't really cost anything to develop in terms of physical plants, warehouses, that sort of thing, because you're plugging into a payment option. But Shopify's business, there's low margin to that. When you don't have to finance inventory, the margins can be so much bigger. And I have to believe that their gross margins are far better than what Shopify collects for its merchant solutions, based on the fact that they're selling physical goods. Shopify has gone from a $5 billion market cap 5 years ago to a $160 billion market cap today. There's such potential for Unity on a whole different way of doing business, but yet the same MO, modus operandi. The big thought here is that they have the potential to expand their capabilities across new industries, and that's what I think we have to pay attention to. I'm not a gamer, so I can't really appreciate it. My kids are gamers, everybody else is a gamer. But for comparison's sake, if you looked at Amazon in 1998, you would think their strengths were in books, music, electronics. There was no Amazon Web Service. There was no Amazon Prime. All the things that are included in that, none of that was there back then. The reason I say that is if they're truly going to be the leader in 3D, and because of that, one of the large players in the metaverse is going to be a 3D player, no one can tell you exactly what their actual total addressable market is 5, 10, 15 years from now. We just have to wait and see how that develops. But we got to be forward thinking about who could potentially benefit. When it comes to potential, just augmented and virtual reality alone could make their current total addressable market look tiny by comparison if you think about what today is versus what it could be down the future.
네, 오늘은 유니티 소프트웨어라는 기업에 대한 설명 들어봤습니다. 이번 주 금요일에는 이 유니티 소프트웨어의 실적과 차트에 대한 자세한 분석이 이뤄지니까 끝까지 버니의 미국 주식 시간에 함께해 주시기 바라겠고요. 문자 샵 0082번으로 버니의 미국 주식이라고 문자 전송해 주시면 실시간으로 이런 이야기들도 나눠보실 수가 있습니다.